When it began back in 1949, it was the premier camp of the whole Lutheran Church in America.
I've been involved with Marlou Ridge since I was a little boy. I went there camping when I was in 6th or 7th grade, and I've been there as a camper and as a counselor and as a retreat leader almost every year my whole life, it seems like.
There's a spirituality dimension to Marlou Ridge. And that also, I think, in this day and age, especially with our young people, I tell you, if we can get kids to go away for a weekend or a week or a summer, spend some time on top of a mountain with one another and with God, I think, I know, that will be a lasting impression on that young person for a long, long time to come.
Marlou Ridge is a year-round outdoor ministry of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, nestled in the picturesque Catoctin Mountains of central Maryland. People of all ages and faiths enjoy retreats, summer camps, conferences, and the breathtaking beauty this slice of heaven has to offer.
Marlou Ridge is a great place apart, is what we call it. And by a place apart, we get caught up in the everyday life when we're out going with our jobs and our families, and all that white noise kind of clouds us sometimes. And being able to have a place like Marlou Ridge where you can retreat and get away from it all and kind of focus, refocus yourself, recenter yourself, but that helps people with their spiritual lives. It lets them focus more and to develop their faith, develop their relationships, and it becomes very important for both kids and adults.
I've gone to summer camp here for like 8 years, so like every summer. So it's a big part of my faith. Like I've built like kind of a family here, and this coming summer I'm going to be spending the whole month here for the staff training program, and I'm really excited about that.
People always say there's like something in common that you usually have with your friends, and like with us it's all being here for like the same reason with like our faith and church and everything like that, and it's a lot of fun. Even like if I had like something to do this weekend, I'd probably be up here because I love it so much.
I think the mission is to be a spiritual place. I think that it's a mission that grows out of our Lutheran confidence that people who open their spirits up will meet God. They'll meet God in nature, they'll meet God in each other, they'll meet God in worship and study, and all of those things are available there too.
People love being up here because they can be who they are and nobody's judging them, and they can be crazy and just be themselves, and they don't feel like the judgment that they feel like at home or at school or whatever, even at work. I mean, I've heard adults say, I love being here because I can just be me. And so I thought, wow, that's pretty powerful.
It's something that I always look forward to every summer. Since the first time I came here, I was like, I need to work here, this is going to be great. And so I count down the days every single year, and I finally get here, and there's always something new to do, always meet new people, learning more and more about my faith every year.
And for 50 years, Marlou Ridge has welcomed faithful guests from near and far with minimal upgrades to the camp's facilities. Today, however, the campus is in desperate need of updates, especially to the dining facility, in order for this treasure on the ridge to thrive well into the future.
Clearly, how do we care for Marlou Ridge in terms of the buildings, the facilities? They're not going to care for themselves. And it's not the responsibility of just one or two people, one or two congregations. I believe it's the responsibility of the church. It's a church camp, so as good stewards, let's take good care and improve the gift that God has given us on that ridge top.
The capital campaign that's being talked about these days is a response to 50 years of hard work at the camp, which has really gotten all it could out of the facilities as they are at the present time. And it's a response to the fact that in the years to come, there'll be more and more people attracted to the place. So the main focus of the capital campaign is to rebuild one of the dining halls so that everybody who uses the camp at a given time can get in there, can study together and eat together, and get out of the rain together if that turns out to be necessary.
We have a very limited space for large groups to gather. There's times when we have anywhere between 80 to 120 people spending a weekend up on the ridge, and we don't have any place for them all to eat at once, and they have to start eating in shifts. And we've lost some groups because of that. And having a large indoor space where the groups can eat at once and meet at once will help move the mission forward and help provide a better value of their experience while they're there.
This is what it's all about in terms of the essence of the beauty of the world and what God gives us and what we have to enjoy, but at the same time being close and treasuring it, embracing it, and both on sunny days as well as pouring down rainy days. It's all part of camp.
A small improvement perhaps in the grand scheme of things or in terms of what needs to happen up there, but it's a small yet significant, even symbolic gesture, I think, to let the church know and to let campers know that there's a bright future for Marlou Ridge. So that's what we're trying to do. Raise by the end of 2010 $1 million to make this happen. I think we can do it. I know we can do it.
As we're going about embarking this on our 50th anniversary, it's a really great time to be doing it because it's a time where we can celebrate the past 50 years of ministry that we've done and to embark on it by doing a capital campaign to prepare ourselves for the next 50 years. It kind of brings that full circle. We're seeing children of people who worked at Marlou Ridge coming as campers. We're seeing grandchildren starting to come who've been there as campers. It just creates a really neat cycle that we've seen of people constantly coming back from Marlou Ridge, of it giving to the next generation. One generation coming to help work at Marlou Ridge to prepare it for the next generation. And it's great to see a vibrant ministry that is helped by one generation to fulfill a mission for the next generation.
I was 13 the first time I came up here, and it shaped my life. This ministry shaped my life. And I dreamed of having my family someday and hoping and praying that this ministry would still be active so that I could involve them in it also. And the Lord worked all that out. And from the first moment they set foot on this mountain, they couldn't wait to come back again. And it has, as they said, it truly has shaped their faith, just as it did mine. So it's a huge part of our family.
We've enjoyed that place. We've had so many wonderful mountaintop experiences there. We got to do something now, not tomorrow, but now, so that future generations might be blessed as we have been blessed over the years. That's why we have to really get serious about doing it now. Even when circumstances and others might say, well, maybe you should wait. Maybe God is saying the time is now. I'm convinced of that.